Hello, my name is Corpuzil and welcome to a brand new video. In this video we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff, but the very first thing that we need to do is something that I talked about in the previous video, and that is converting the stardust that we have into bags of gems, extracting the gems, crafting all of them, and then selling them to a shop to earn some money. The main reason why I want to do this is because I want to get my crafting up as close to 89 as possible, because we need 89 for amethyst dart tips. I have the mining level, I have the dragon pickaxe. If you watched my previous videos, you know how that went. But yeah, the only thing we're missing now is 89 crafting. And at the same time, seeing as this is the entire cash stack that we have on the account, I think it's a great opportunity to earn some money as well. That being said, however, this is not the main goal of the video, obviously. The main goal of this video today is to get 2 Jad KC. In other words, get 2 fire capes. I know that it might sound a little bit random, but hear me out. Essentially, I want to start trading Slayer. I want to get Slayer up to 85 to be able to kill Abyssal Demons and to finally get my whip. This will also give me an opportunity to get as close to level 99 strength as possible, as well as train my range for the upcoming Gauntlet and Corrupted Gauntlet KCs for the enhanced Crystal Weapon Seed for Bofa. I haven't done combat properly on this account in a very long time, so I'm kind of itching to train some Slayer, and I think that now is a pretty good time to do so. Especially seeing that after Trouble Brewing and 99 Fletching, for the most part we've been grinding stuff. Grinding as in non-combat skills. But in order to train Slayer efficiently, I want to get a fire cape. You're able to store it as a UIM, so that's fantastic, and I want to use up the second fire cape to essentially unlock the Inferno. Not that we'll be doing it anytime soon, but, you know, at least to have it. So that's pretty much the goal of this video, to get 2 fire capes, 2 Jad KC. That being said, first we need to deal with the Stardust situation in our inventory and, you know, convert the gems into money and crafting XP. And then I do also want to get a few errands out of the way. A few things that have been brewing up, both in regards to achievement diary tasks as well as some simpler quests. But we'll talk about all of those things when we get to them. First and foremost, let's deal with the Stardust situation. I know that I don't have enough Stardust to get me to 89 crafting, but I should get pretty close, and I think that I can finish the skill off, or the level off, with, well, with charter ships essentially. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a bit weird to get rid of the Stardust stack that we've been stacking on the account for what seems to be a very long time, but it's the right thing to do, and I think that my AFK activity of choice for a pretty long time in the future is going to be Amethyst. So here's Dusuri, we trade him, and we purchase bags of gems for 300 Stardust each. I'll come back to you when I'm finished buying all of them and let you know how many gems we got. And this will be the final purchase. And we're 10 Stardust short of 1 more bag of gems. I'll go get 10 Stardust afterwards and get 1 more bag, but essentially this is the result. These are the gems that we got. Let's price check them. 10.8 million GP worth of gems. That's pretty good, actually, pretty good. Now, I do want to point out a couple of things. First and foremost, the uncut dragonstones. I'll be cutting them last, and the reason for that is because I still need the final version of the fancy jewelry box in my POH. Yeah, it's called the Ornate Jewelry Box. You need level 91 construction in order to make it, but I'll be able to make it with essentially boosting the level. In order to make it though, you need 8 Amulets of Glory and 8 Rings of Wealth. And we've got more than enough Dragonstones to be able to craft those items of jewelry. Doing this will allow me to avoid going into the wilderness, into the deep wieldy rogues chests in the future. So that's going to be very useful. And I'll also think about whether or not I need something else from the Dragonstones in the meantime. But yeah, we'll keep at least 16 Dragonstones with us. On the same note, we have the rubies as well as the diamonds. I do have some, well, I don't have my looting bag now, but I do have some AD bars that I want to turn into adamant bolts. And in doing so, I'll be able to make ruby bolts as well as diamond bolts in the future. For the most part, for Dragon Slayer 2. So I will be converting some of these gems into ruby and diamond bolt tips and enchanting the bolts afterwards. Other than that, we're actually pretty much ready to start crafting and selling the gems. I'll be selling them to Martin here in Burthrope, where you get the rogue's outfit. I think it's Martin, right? Yeah, Martin. This is because Martin acts like a general store, while also there's a bank, Emerald Benedict. I think his name is very fitting for what we're about to do. But yeah, this guy acts like a bank where I can unnote my gems, and then this guy, Martin, acts like a general store. So I'll be unnoting my gems, cutting them, and then selling them to Martin. I didn't bring my cash stack with me, so you'll be able to see how much money I actually earn from selling all of the gems. And the way that I'll do this is essentially I'll craft an inventory of each gem, sell it to Martin, and then hop worlds if the stock doesn't go down, to be able to maximize the amount of money that I actually get from selling the gems. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the entire process I'll be going through, and I guess I'll see you guys whenever I am close to getting the next crafting level. And with this final couple of rubies, we'll have reached the very first crafting level of the video, 86 crafting. So a couple of updates. As you can see, my inventory looks a little bit different than it did in the last clip. The reason for that is because I decided to not keep any of the diamonds, because I remember that I have 50 something diamonds in my, well, currently death storage in my looting bag. And for the most part, you tend to use many more ruby bolts rather than diamond tip bolts. So I think 50 something diamond bolt tips are going to be more than enough for the bolts that we need. And I also created the ruby bolt tips. That's way more than I will need, but I just did it to be able to shut my brain off and not have to count the rubies like when I need to stop selling them and start crafting them into bolt tips. I was getting around 160k XP per hour with the diamonds. That's before I started to craft the cut rubies into the bolt tips. But the XP will obviously go even further down whenever I run out of rubies and then emeralds when there are only diamonds left. So yeah, that's the update. I'm gonna continue with the grind. We have 370k XP till the next level. I will also go and get 10 more Stardust to purchase one more bag of gems to free up another inventory slot. Last but not least, we also got around 950k GP from 200k experience. Of course, that was with the diamonds. The GP gains will also go down significantly now that the diamonds have run out. Also, this is a very random intermission, but I was essentially watching my own video, the last video that I posted, with the MTA and Mage Arena 2 grinds. And towards the very end of the video, I'm comparing the Mage Wand with the Blue Moon Spear. And I kind of made a point that essentially the Master Wand is worse in every single way, except a little bit of magic defense. So I want to kind of make a correction. The Blue Moon Spear is a two-handed weapon, while the Master Wand is one-handed, which means that you can wear an offhand, like for example, the Tome of Fire, or even the same Mage's Book, which, by the way, I've dropped to the main already. So yeah, that's a pretty big oversight on my end. I apologize for that. I know it's probably a trivial piece of information right now, but I just wanted to make that correction because it seems like logical thinking only comes after you do something, right? So after I posted the video, and as I was watching it, only then did I come to this realization. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that is 87 crafting. We're done with the rubies. We have almost 4k emeralds left and 6.5k sapphires left. We've made 2.1 million GP, so that's honestly pretty good. Of course, it doesn't compare with, well, the final sum won't compare with what we price checked. Those prices were obviously if you sell the gems on GE, and we're not getting GE prices here. Another cool thing is that from level 87 crafting, we can now make Dorgeshan light orbs. So we'll be able to finish our 89 crafting venture with these orbs. I think we'll have around 200 to 250,000 XP left at least by my calculations. So we'll be able to finish that in just a few hours. So this is a very random clip, but I just won a bond in the CC. Essentially, it was a small competition and I was one of the winners. So shout out to the ultimate CC, the best CC in OSRS. It's really cool. And that is level 88 crafting. Definitely the last level that we'll get, but let's see how far we can go with the rest of the gems that we have in the inventory. I'm about to finish the emeralds, and all that we'll have left is around 3k sapphires. So hopefully my math was at least partially correct, and we'll only need to do a few hours of Dorgishan light orb crafting. And the current cash stack is at 3.2 million GP. And with this inventory, we will be done with the gems. So let's talk numbers. I gained around 920,000 crafting experience. The grind itself took me close to 10 hours. It didn't necessarily feel that long, but I'm glad to be moving on. We earned 3.5 million GP. Which is probably one of the best things to come out of this grind, apart from the actual crafting XP. We'll be able to use this money to fund our further adventures, with probably the most prominent ones having to do with construction, specifically the upgrading the pool in the POH as well as the ornate jewelry box. I was pretty on point with my calculations for once. It seems that we're close to 300k XP to level 89 crafting. So I think I'll just go finish that off right now and be done with it, so that I can start AFKing and spending my AFK time at the amethyst mines. In regards to the dragon stones, I'm going to keep all of them for the time being. I do want to create the jewelry for the ornate jewelry box, as I've mentioned earlier, but even though I know the number of dragon stones that I will require, I feel more comfortable, I guess, keeping all of them for the time being. Perhaps I will get PK'd and will need to, you know, create all brand new jewelry. Anything can happen. And at the same time, I think I might find some uses for the dragon stones in the future. So yeah, that's gonna stay with me for a little bit. So I'll go gear up, I guess change my spellbook, buy the runes that I need to cast Super Glass Make, and then I'll see you guys when I'm at the charter ships. Well, we're here. If my calculations are correct, I think that we need to make around 2,500 Darkish Light Orbs. I believe I bought enough Astral Runes. I might be mistaken, but I think that this should do it. And yeah, the process is pretty self-explanatory. I just purchased 10 buckets of sand and 10 soda ash, cast Super Glass Make, and then blow all of these items into light orbs. Drop the light orbs once I'm done, and then I hope worlds, and repeat. It is highly unlikely that anything exciting is going to happen during this process, so I'll just see you guys whenever I'm close to getting the level. And with this final inventory, we'll have reached level 89 crafting, our goal target level. And we can make amethyst dart tips, as well as Zenite rings, it seems, without having to boost for them. But as you probably know, I already have my Ring of Suffering, so it's good to have for the future, perhaps, but it doesn't really change anything right now. I did run out of runes, so I had to go and purchase a few more, but it seems that I only needed a few more, literally. So yeah, it turned out that my math was half decent. But that's it, the crafting goal is complete. Took me around, I want to say 3-ish hours to reach this level from where I left off with the gems. So before we start actually thinking about the main goal of this video, the fight caves, there are a few more errands that I want to run through, a few things that have been lingering in the back of my mind that I really want to get out of the way and essentially progress the account. So what I want to do is build the ornate jewelry box. This was a mini adventure in itself. Complete the ethically acquired antiquities quest. Complete the meet and greet quest, complete the Bare Your Soul mini quest, complete the Daddy's Home mini quest. Actually, I'm surprised that I haven't done this one and I'm only doing it now. But yeah, it's done. Complete the Enchanted Key mini quest, I do also get some pretty cool Mjolnir from this quest, Saradomin, Guthix, and Zami. It's a bit sad, but it seems like the Mjolnir cannot be stored in the POH, and they can only be obtained once per account. So yeah, this is the only time that we will have these equipped. So take a good look. It's really a shame that we won't be able to reobtain them. Really cool items, but I'll need to alchem. Complete the family pest mini quest. 500,000 GP. Slay a dust devil in the desert. Kill a locust rider with Keris. Create a Saradomin brew in the Falador East Bank. Cast an ice barrage on a foe in the desert. Bake a wild pie in Narda. Perform the most elite of skill cape emotes at the top of the Falador castle. Teleport to Catherby. Catch and cook 5 sharks in Catherby. Smith a rune hasta, gather 5 palm leaves, eat an omli wrap, and cook a caramon. Lastly, chop a magic lock at the mage training arena. So we did a few tasks, we did a few quests, that's all fine and dandy, but with the intent of not making this video out to be a machine gun style task completion simulation, I think that we can stop here for now and go and get our fire capes. We still have some tasks to do, especially when it comes to, I think, Mauritania and Varrock, as well as the western provinces. But we'll complete them a bit later towards the end of the video, I think. We'll see how it goes. At the same time, when it comes to the wilderness, I do also want to complete some of these tasks, but that might actually be in a separate video in and of its own. So we'll see. But for the time being, let me go and gear up for the fight caves, and we'll go and face Jad. And so we are here, ready to enter the fight caves. This is the inventory that I decided to take. I know that it might look pretty random. I'll be completely honest with you, I'm going on a complete whim. I have no idea if this is good or bad, but this is just something that I came up with. It looks like it makes sense to me. I'm not sure how it will go, but you know, we'll see. This is my gear. I took out the ranger boots out of the POH. Full carols, essentially, Helm of Nadi's Knot, rune crossbow with runite bolts. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. I don't really have a range ring, so I decided to take the Ring of Suffering. I'm not gonna use the recoil effect. I think that's pretty wasteful in the fight caves. I'll save it for Zolora later on. But yeah, that's the inventory, that's the gear, and these are the stats. I view this first run as a complete trial run, just to kind of get a feel for how difficult the fight caves is with, I guess, these levels. I haven't done Jad in... Well, I haven't done Jad in a pretty long time in general, but I haven't done Jad with a non-maxed account in an even longer time, I have to say. So this is definitely going to be interesting. And, you know, I'm used to doing it with a blowpipe, with essentially Masori and things like that. So, yeah, this might go sideways real fast, but I'm going to remain optimistic. I think it's going to go great. Something else that I want to also consider are combat achievements. I won't go out of my way to complete them, but I do want to get a couple done in these 2 runs. Let me just go to them. Specifically, we'll get the fight caves veteran done, just, you know, completing the fight caves once. But I do also want to get denying the healers, so not letting any of the big crocodiles, I guess, heal any other mobs in the caves, as well as a near miss, so surviving a hit from Jad without prayer. I'm a bit on edge in regards to this one, but I think that if we brew up, yeah, we'll have 100 hit points, so this theoretically should be a free task. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna go for it on my first run, I'm gonna try it out on the second one. Well, unless the first run goes very well and I'm positive that, you know, I don't panic and we can get it. As a side note, UIMs can enter the fight caves death banked, so if I die in the cave, I'm not gonna lose any of my items that I have stored at Arno, at Hespori, essentially. So this is why no looting bag and only, you know, mostly food and potions. Very convenient, and the same is true with Inferno as well. So, I guess without any further ado, let us enter the fight caves and begin the challenge. We'll also complete one Karamja, I think it's a medium challenge if I'm not mistaken, but that's, you know, we'll get to it later. First, we need to try and have a successful run up till that point. I'll get back to you whenever something actually interesting happens and I'm not just fighting bats. That's a rage level. We got a range level at the fight caves, level 79. And we have defeated our first major and completed a hard Karamja task. So the mage prayer is never coming off from this point onwards. So, little update. We are on wave 37. It's going very well so far, but the one concern that I have are super restores. The prayer is draining fast, much faster than I anticipated, so if I could change anything about my loadout, I would probably get more super restore potions next time. But yeah, for the time being, it's going quite well. We'll see how the restore situation will end up when we get to Jad. So I am on wave 50. I have 3 super restore pots, so it's not looking all that great, but I resorted to lazy flicking the major. I haven't lazy flicked or prayer flicked in general in a very long time, so I don't want to, you know, get myself into unnecessary trouble, but yeah, that's what I've resorted to. Unfortunately, on wave 58, the bat did attack me, so no combat achievement there, but it's okay, we're pushing on. That was close. That was a little bit too close for comfort. I missed a prayer flick, apparently. Okay, so this is the situation that we find ourselves in. The next wave is going to be the double majors and then Jad. We have 5 super restore doses and, well, enough brews, let's put it that way. Yeah, let's see what happens. And so, it is time for Jad. Let's get him. Okay, the healers have been dealt with. But he almost got to full health, so not ideal. But I think that it's gonna be okay. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh no, dude, are you kidding me? For fuck's sake. Dude, my hand carpal tunnel froze up. I couldn't move it to flick my prayer. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Are you kidding me? I don't know what to say. I don't think there's much to say, to be completely honest with you. Oh, this is so embarrassing. He was like, what, 20 health, 15 health, the healers. They really did a lot of damage on me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I think I need to rethink my inventory. A lot of lessons learned, I guess. Jesus Christ. I thought this was gonna be much easier, and I really didn't think I'd fail in this manner. I think I even tanked a hit at one point, so that would have been that achievement done. Yeah, this is really awkward. But you know what? We go again. So, we're back. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I still can't believe that we didn't get the fire cape. Or rather, how we didn't get the fire cape with the first try. But yeah, we're back. I might be a little bit greedy when it comes to only taking 8 Saradomin brews and taking no sharks, but I think that this should do fine, seeing how the last one went, because prayer was definitely the bottleneck, and I wanted to really make sure that we don't run into prayer troubles anymore. So yeah, I'll try to play the earlier waves a bit safer and kind of conserve my health, and I guess in a way make a trade-off for prayer points. And less flicking, fewer mistakes, and you know, the good stuff. If we don't get it this time, well, I don't even know what to say. We'll get it this time. You know what? The mindset is all that matters. We'll definitely get it this time, and I'm gonna try and go for as many combat achievements as possible. The one thing that I didn't tell you guys, I mentioned the combat achievements, but I didn't like emphasize why I wanted to focus on them a little bit. Essentially, I want to get the medium combat tasks done, and we need what? 48 points. The reason for that is because with the medium tasks done, you get the Gommel's Hilt 2, which provides immunity from the prayer draining effect at barrows whenever it's equipped. Since we will be doing barrows later on the account, I want to have that hilt at least unlocked. I don't know if we'll use it there. I don't know how good it actually is. I've never really seen many people use it. But since our prayer is pretty low, as you probably noticed in the previous clips, well, maybe the prayer level wasn't the bottleneck, it wasn't the issue. I think the prayer bonus was probably the issue. Where is it? Plus 12. Yeah, that's a pretty low prayer bonus. But yeah, I want to have the Gommel's Hilt unlocked just to have it, to be able to use it at barrows if we wish to. So combat achievements are something that I want to, I guess, kind of sort of semi-focus on. And the fight caves are a great place to get a few points. Well, if you get the kill, that is. So yeah, that's essentially it. I'm gonna jump into the caves, and I'm not gonna bother you or bore you with any more wave clips. I think I'll come back whenever I actually get to Jad, assuming I don't derp out and die on one of the waves, flicking the major or something. So I hope that this clip ages well, but we'll see. Quick check-in, wave 49, doing better, I think, than last time. We have 8 super restores and 5 full Sarah brews. We'll see if this, I guess, good performance continues. Of course he healed. Of course he healed. Come on. Well, it's okay. It's not a difficult combat achievement to get. I just kind of messed up there. Well, take 2. I don't see the healer that's healing him. That's the problem. Where is he healing him from? What the hell is happening? Is he healing him through the wall or something? What's going on? I seriously don't understand what's healing him. Come on, just kill him already, dude. And we're done. We're done, guys. We're done. Oh, we got our fire cape. We got our fire cape. Oh man, this feels good. We were really fighting that one healer to the very end. Where was him? Where was that healer? Where was it? Seriously. It was not under Jad. Was he like clipping in the wall or something? I couldn't see it. Oh man, it doesn't matter. We have the cape. We have the cape, boys. Oh, this feels good. Okay, so the first fire cape is on our shoulders, and we've completed an elite task in Karamja. This feels so good. We've completed a couple of combat achievements. A couple? Yeah, I think a couple. Yeah, Fight Caves Veteran. It seems that we didn't get the combat achievement for denying the bat or something like, well, essentially for the bat not attacking us. But I could have sworn that it did not attack us. It's really odd, actually. Hold on. Yeah, only one combat achievement, so I guess the bat did attack us at some point. Well, it doesn't matter. We have the thing that we came here to get. The fire cape. I know that in this day and age, in 2025, Happy New Year, by the way, in 2025, the cape isn't really that much of a flex. I guess especially with these stats when you have level 3s completing the fire capes. But look, I feel good about it, okay? I've never done the... well, I've done it. I've never completed the Inferno. I've never had the Infernal cape. That's something that I'm working on currently on my main. So the fire cape is as good as I've ever gotten. I was surely at the point where I had no issues with the fight caves, at least on my main, but on a UIM, I have to say, it is a bit of a different feeling. I think the thing that would throw me off the most inside of the caves, and this is something that I should also, I guess, be aware of when going for the second cave, is the attack speed of the rune crossbow. I'm so used to the blowpipe. I know, you can call me a filthy casual, but I'm so used to doing everything with the blowpipe on my main. For some reason I got the rune crossbow attack speed feels really awkward. I really struggled with it a few times. And yeah, you know, flicking prayer as well. When I said that I haven't even lazy flicked, not to mention one tick flicking, I haven't flicked in a long time. This is because I am mostly a skiller. I don't like have skiller accounts, but skilling is the thing that I like to do the most in this game, and bossing is the thing that I'm the biggest noob at, bossing and PvP, so a huge part of the rest of the game. But it is what it is. It's okay. This is why, you know, we're going on this adventure on the UIM to experience all that this game has to offer, and I think that learning bossing on this account is going to be that much more rewarding, or at least practicing on this account. We'll see how it goes. I guess it will depend on the boss. But yeah, enough rambling. We have the fire cape. Let us go build a stash unit and store it, and then we'll regear and go for cape number 2, as well as those combat achievements. It's good that I didn't drop my Tokul and remember that you need to spend this currency in order to purchase these ranged rings. Honestly, we can buy all of them. I don't know how many you can store, 19. But yeah, we've got everything that we need in order to build the stash unit, the master stash unit. Let's build it, and let's store the fire cape. Our very first cape stored in the master stash. It's gonna come out of there pretty soon, because we're gonna be using it in our Slayer grind, but for the time being, it's there for safekeeping. And yeah, let us go and regear, get some potions, and go for cape number 2. So loadout-wise, I'm gonna try and go with the same kind of inventory. It worked the last time, so I think it should do fine this time as well. I wish I didn't have the sharks as well as these two, I guess, slots free as well, but it is what it is. The only thing I'm worried about is that I'll try to get a few combat achievements out of the way, with one of them being the, I guess, tanking a chat hit. And I really hope that I don't end up chugging all of my brews before the actual chat fight. But if things do go south during the waves, I'm not too worried. We're in no rush to get the cape because we have our fire cape essentially. So this is just like a bonus mission of sorts, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're back at the caves. I'll see you guys whenever anything interesting happens, or when we actually get closer to Jad. I'm on wave 59, I think that was the last bat if I'm not mistaken, so we should get that achievement done, assuming we don't die at Jad. The supplies are looking pretty good though, so I'm pretty positive it's gonna be okay. Well, we're on wave 61. There's one meleeer left, and then the double majors and Jad. We're looking pretty good on supplies, so I'm feeling quite alright. I think that if I don't derp out or switch my prayers in the wrong way, we're gonna make it. I should also get both of the achievements, I guess denying the healers as well as the bat achievement done, and I am probably going to try and tank a Jad hit while safe spotting, if that's possible. Safe spotting him and, you know, walking out and then walking back in. I'll brew up, but I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see where Jad will actually spawn. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is where Jad will spawn. Gotcha. I want to tank a mage hit because I think I have better mage defense. And 10 damage. Okay, so that's done with that achievement. Now we just need to get the kill. Oh man, I really hope I don't plank. And we are done. We are done, guys. We're done. That's... Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did I just get the fucking pet? On KC2. What is the luck on this account, dude? What is this luck? I am feeling such a range of emotions right now. Where is my pet, dude? Where is my pet? Do I need to claim? Do I need to talk with somebody? Where is my pet? I assume the pet is probably at Probita. Because I am feeling followed, but there's no pet. Like, what happened? Hold on. Yeah, I got the pet. I got the pet. So I probably can reclaim him at Probita, right? All 3 achievements that we wanted to complete. And the pet. The Jad pet. What is this account, dude? What is this luck? Okay, let me... give me a minute. I need to calm myself down. And then we'll come back. Here he is, dude. Here he is. Holy shit. It seems like he was bugged. I went to check... I went to Probita to check, perhaps, you know, he went to, I guess, the pet reclaim thing, and no, it said that he's following me, but I teleported to my house and teleported to Ardoin, and he wasn't following me, obviously, but then I just, like, hopped worlds, and here he is. Guys, we got the Jad pet. We actually got the Jad pet on 2KC. This is UIM luck right here. This is actually the reason why I'm doing YouTube in the first place, is to get that YouTube luck with pets and rare drops, so it looks like it works. I wanted to mention the Jad pet actually. Whenever I went like for the first cape, that I wanted to say that we have like 2 chances, 2 opportunities to get the pet, because you get 1 roll, it's 1 in 100 from Jad, from completing the fight caves, and you get 1 roll from actually completing the fight cave successfully, and then you can exchange your cape for another roll. Obviously this cape will go towards unlocking the Inferno, so I wouldn't have gambled it for the pet, but never did I ever expect that we would actually get the pet on 2KC. It's a shame that the message is gone because I hopped worlds, but oh my god, I've never had this pet in this game. I've never had this pet. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. Let me just, out of pure paranoia, store it here. Store it in the house. Let's go to the Inferno area, and exchange, well, firstly, unlock the Inferno area itself, and then jump into the volcano, jump into Inferno. I mean, I think it's quite obvious that we'll be able to tackle Zuck with this inventory and this setup. It worked for the fight capes twice. I think it's not gonna be an issue for Zuck either. And we might spoon the pet on 1KC as well, so, you know, there's that. Here we go, we show him the cape. Most impressive, can I pass? Yes, I can pass. Fantastic. We have the more Ulrek area unlocked. Now, let's go sacrifice the fire cape and jump into the Inferno. Yes, sacrifice the fire cape. Yes, I'm sure. I handed over the cape and I can now enter the Inferno. So let me just finish this dialogue and jump straight into the Inferno. I guess I should say that the reason why I'm doing this right now, I think there's a music track. Yeah, there's a music track here. And I wanted to unlock it. And we're done. Guys, that is it. That is it. We've not only completed the goal for the video with the 2 capes. We planked once, but we got both of the capes. And we also got the best bonus we could have asked for. The pet. I'm in shock. I'm still in shock. I need a few minutes to collect myself, but I'm still in shock. And also we completed a few combat achievements. We, I think, gained like 18 points or something, if I'm not mistaken. We have 30 points left to unlock the next, what's it called? The next tier of difficulty. So we'll get those 30 points pretty easily, I think. Now, before we go ahead and roll the challenge for the video, I also promised that we would complete some more achievement diaries towards the end of the video. I'll take a few minutes to recover, go and look at my Jad pet, and then when I'm finally out of this starstruck mood, we'll go and machine gun, essentially, a few more tasks from the achievement diaries, and then we'll go and do the challenge. So essentially what we need to do now is catch and cook an anglerfish in Kurend, mine some Lovakite in Kurend. I do also want to say the run energy changes came out today and I'm really feeling the difference. I think this is a great update, especially for new players. Smelt an Addy bar at the Forsaken Tower, create an Apatol tablet, cast blank make on 20 mahogany logs in the Varak lumberyard, bake a summer pie in the cooking guild, letch rune darts anywhere in Varak, teleport to Apatol, pickpocket an elf, chop and burn some mahogany logs on Apatol, complete a lap on the Apatol agility course, letch a magic longbow in Tyranvin, find some adamantite ore in Tyranvin, build an Isavdar painting in my POH, burn some shade remains, catch a shark with bare hands, and craft a black dragonhide body in the Canifis Bank. This is going to be the last achievement diary task that we do for the time being. I'd say that we've made some pretty good progress, maybe except with the wilderness tasks, but those are going to require probably a separate video. And yeah, for the most part, what we have left are long tasks, so Chompies and BA, boss tasks such as the KQ in the desert and Zulrah, as well as skill-related tasks, skills that we don't have the levels for, especially when it comes to rune crafting. A lot of these tasks have to do with rune crafting, and that's something that I'll want to get into probably after Slayer, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So yeah, pretty good progress. I'm quite happy with what we achieved today, both in regards to the achievement diaries as well as the pet and defeating Jad 2 times and getting the 2 fire capes. So now let us go spin the wheel, see the challenge that we get, complete it, and finish off this video. So you know the drill by now. If you want to see what the challenges are, you can check them at the description of the video. And without any further ado, let's spin the wheel and see what challenge we get to do today. Bonding the Noobs. Okay, that's a new one actually. That's a new one. Fantastic. So we are going to get ourselves a bond, go to a free-to-play world, and give that bond to essentially a low-level player, right? A noob. Actually, let me go and get that bond on my main account, and we'll do it from my main. I think it will be a bit easier to manage. So, I'm on my main, I have the bond ready. Now, the hard part, to find the actual noob that we'd like to give our bond to. I'm on world 301, so I guess the world where all of these shenanigans happen. And what I think I'll do, actually, is I'll go to Drainer. First of all, it's one of my favorite areas in the game in general, and secondly, I presume that Drainer should be quite active in free-to-play worlds, because of the willow trees and a bank nearby and things like that. So if we could find real players that would interact with us and would like 14 days of membership, that would be great. Let's see what happens. I think we're striking up a conversation already. They say that they've been playing OSRS for 6 days. Interesting. Let's ask them if they've ever had members. 2 months. Membership for 2 months. You know what? I think this is the person I want to give the bond to, because they've been pretty cool to talk to. They said that they've been members for a couple of months, and they seem like they're, well, I wouldn't classify them as a noob with this drip, but I'm having a pretty cool conversation with them. So I think that this is the person that I want to give the bond to. I mean, they're really cute. Look, 33 cooking, 7 fire making, and that's it. Okay. Let us give them the bond. And yes. Offering the bond. Let's see if they accept. They have accepted. That's it. 28 Fury 264. That's a bot name, by the way. That's definitely a bot name. But the person isn't a bot, so that's it. The bond has been given. 14 days of membership for Fury. What is it? Okay, yeah, I'll explain to them what a bond is. But the challenge is essentially complete. Hopefully Fury will like it and use it to explore all that Gillinor has to offer. So let me finish the conversation with them, and then I'll hop on to the UIM. And so the deed has been done. I have to say, we had a really cool conversation. I had this impression that the free-to-play worlds are riddled with bots. And that, I mean, partially that is true. There are a lot of bots there, but there are also a lot of genuine, I guess, new players and people just getting into the game. I really love the fact that people are still discovering this fantastic game, and Jagex is really trying to get new players in, which is, you know, which makes it even cooler. But yeah, the challenge has been complete, both in regards to the wheel as well as the, I guess, the challenge of this video specifically. Getting the 2 fire capes and a bonus challenge, getting the Jad pet. Oh man, this is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is where I will be leaving you guys off for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give the video a like. If you enjoy content like this in general, a subscription to the channel is much appreciated. Thank you so much for the support on my last video. It's been phenomenal. I'm really glad you guys enjoy the progress series. In the next video, we're going to be doing Slayer. The end goal is to get 85 Slayer and as close to 99 strength as possible, and obviously get the whip. I am not sure if I'll be able to complete this entire goal in the next video. I might have to kind of split it into 2. We'll see how it goes, and I'll probably won't be able to release a new video next week because of my schedule. So it might take a minute for me to grind out the Slayer. That being said, I'll try to post a video as soon as possible, and as soon as I reach a significant milestone with Slayer, or at least get as close to the 99 strength and Abyssal Whip goal, shared goal, I guess, as possible. So yeah, with that, thank you once again for watching. We made some very, very cool progress in this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Till next time.